What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's doing well today. Happy Sunday. Let's see if I can get the chat box up here. Today we're going to go over Q&A questions again, and we have some good ones today about multiple accounts, branding, tax interviews, all that good stuff, along with everything else. If you guys got any questions right off the bat, I'll get to those at the end, so feel free to pop those in the chat. If you guys can hear me and everything like that, let me know too. Make sure everything's working okay. Uh, on that side, let's see. Yeah, everything looks like it's going okay. And yeah, let's get after it. Let me bring up the beautiful Q&A questions here. All right. So again, guys, make sure you get your questions in. A lot of you guys put your questions underneath these Q&A, like under the comments, like recording. No, go back and go to the Q&A post here. They come out the day after, so make sure you just get those in there to make sure you get your questions actually answered. But let's go to the first one here. So Spencer Given here. We've got some dandy ones here, but Spencer Given here. Hey Cam, got a few questions. Do you have multiple Amazon seller accounts for separate brands? Yes, I don't worry about this right away though, because you could have as many brands as you want on one Seller Central account. Where you want this is when you want to diversify essentially your income, your sales stream essentially, because if you have multiple brands and one account gets taken down, at least you have another one going right away. But if they're small, it could be more headache than benefit at first, because if you get one taken down, then the other one gets taken down. So eventually you have to deal with these two things. So you just use one permanently and the one kind of goes on the wayside. Well, if that one stays inactive for too long, then that one kind of gets hurt. If you want to build these into bigger brands, so I kind of contradicted myself there a little bit. So you do want to, essentially when you split these things out, if you're taking them bigger, you want to split these up, yes. But at the beginning, don't worry about it. I just simplify that right there, because you can get your accounts taken down. Yes, if you have multiple accounts, it does diversify your sales channels, but if you get one taken down, the other one could get taken down as well. So you kind of run that risk with that going on. But yeah, so we have multiple accounts, but you do this when it's the right time. At first, don't worry about it. Do you have these brands as multiple DBAs listed under your main LLC? No. Yes and no. So if they're bigger brands that you maybe want to sell later that you want to keep separate, get them under different LLCs. But for the sake of you just starting a few brands, DBAs are just fine. So yes, that's how we started, with DBAs under the same LLC. Do you need to add a product listing before getting brand registered? It says to have a sample ASINs. So no, you don't. I don't believe you need to get. You don't need a product listing before you get brand registered. You should be able to do that as soon as you have the trademark and the brand. You do need the product though, because you send in photos of the product. Do I need to get my DBA officially registered under my LLC for registering for trademark? I've never worried about that. So no, technically, maybe. Maybe I'm missing something there, but I've gotten by just fine here. Hey Cameron, I will soon change my Amazon account name into my US LLC while being a non-resident. The tax interview is complicated. It looks like I have to choose an individual and non-US citizen, but when the country of citizen for the LLC could not be the US, choose how to fill the Amazon tax questionnaire. But then the country of citizen for the LLC could not be. So you put your home country, so when you're a single US or a single owner of an LLC, they essentially want you to put it as an individual anyways. So it sounds like they want your address there, but it's really hard for me to, if I don't see the application, it's really hard for me to know exactly what they want. My plan is to use my personal non-US address for my permanent account and tax questionnaire, yes, and my non-US citizen info, yes. Change the business entity name from my name to US LLC name, yes. Sign the Amazon tax interview with the US LLC name. Update my business address to US LLC address in US. Get a US-based insurance company on the LLC. Does it sound right? I'm wondering, does Amazon then send the address verification postcard to my permanent address or the business address? If you're out of country, I'm sure they're not going to send you postcards. It's going to be more, the interview is going to be, if they need one, they'll do it over a voice call, or not a voice call, but a video meeting, if that's what they want. It's really hard for me to say this is the right steps without kind of seeing what they want, but it sounds right. So change the business entity name from the name to my US LLC. Sign the Amazon. So where I get confused is update my business address to my US LLC address in the US. You could do that, yes. So You go through everything as in your info and then change it later on the back end. But there should be two separate areas, one for your business address and stuff like that, and one for your individual. So just make sure that all lines up perfectly there. Cybersex weird. I put a comment here yesterday after your live stream. Now it's gone, along with other comments. YouTube is doing something fishy. Yeah, man, I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe this is the post. So maybe you did it underneath the video, the old video. So maybe that's what's going on here. But let me know if you guys got any questions in the comments here. We had kind of a short Q&A, so I can get right to the comics. Let's see here. What's going on, Zavi? We got Ash Fakgal, quite a name there. Sorry if I got that wrong. Can I sell without brand and FBM when starting new? Yes, you can. Hems, hey Cameron, what's going on? Alum, how to bring ACOS lower during the PPC when you're a new seller and have no reviews? You get more reviews. That's how you bring ACOS down. So usually people think it's this. They think they need some magical PPC campaign, that everything would be just fine if they did that. And yes, there is a learning curve with this kind of stuff, but it's usually because your listing's not converting well enough. And that's because of no reviews, your listing sucks, your photos are trash, your bullets aren't good, your copywriting isn't good. That's where you need to start. You need that foundation first before, you talk about PPC, essentially like getting better there. Because PPC, it's pretty transparent now. Like, yes, you can try new campaigns, you can mess around with it a little bit, you get video ads, you can go a step further, but essentially it's usually just if you do everything right, like say you watch my PPC video, on YouTube, it's like the hour-long one. You went through that, you've tested for 2 to 3 weeks, you feel like you've gotten a hang of it, you got manual campaigns, phrase, exact, broad, you're messing around with some product page ASINs as well, you maybe testing on some auto campaigns as well, and you feel like you've got this dialed in where you're taking your phrase campaigns and you're putting them in exact campaigns if they're converting, and you can take a look at the data, you get it. When you're at that point, it's usually not your PPC anymore. It's everything else. You need to push more reviews. You need to make sure listing's up to quality here, because who would want to click on an ad with 0 reviews for a product when there's a competitor right below it that has 300 5-star reviews and a better listing, right? So you got to think of it from that aspect, because usually it's not PPC. It's usually something else. But PPC, if you feel like you are kind of stuck there not really knowing what you're doing, then I would look up my Amazon PPC video. It's a pretty good one. It's pretty much almost the same thing I do currently. Let's see. I'll be making some new ones here. Let's see. So this one right here, these two are great. So these are 2 great ones here that I'd watch to get up to date if you guys don't know. So I just typed in Amazon PPC Cameron James and these 2 popped up here. So I love PPC. I'm kind of a PPC nerd here. And, I think I waste too much time on PPC if I'm really being honest. It is important, but it's not the most important thing. Like, it's just one piece of the puzzle, essentially. You need to kind of understand the full thing. So another one I'd watch too, it'd be my Amazon launching Cameron James. So you type in Amazon launching here. You see these 2 videos here. So this first one's good. The second one I think is better. It's the more updated one. It goes in more depth about launching, my viewpoints on that, all those pieces of the puzzle to make sure you guys know what's going on for that. So for this one, if I bring my screen down, I just typed in Amazon launching Cameron James right here. Another one I just put Amazon PPC Cameron James up top there. So it's weird how it doesn't show my cursor. That makes me upset. It doesn't show my mouse. So sorry about that, guys. But yeah, let's see if there's any questions here. Sun Viable Music. Hey Cam, is it allowed to put support email and thank you card? Technically no, but I do this. It's in a gray area. I do this for sure. Intuitive Tech Man, is Amazon tuning down their own brand of items? Amazon Basics, I read an article, they are toning it down. Probably not. They probably are just taking a break maybe, but I'm guessing they're just doing that to calm, because their whole business model is private label sellers, right? And so if they, if they are scaring sellers from starting Amazon business because they're afraid that Amazon will steal their brand, then that's a problem. And so they're probably addressing that, and that's what they're doing there. Tire London, do you recommend PPC automation software such as Helium 10 Atomic or any other PPC automation softwares? Yes, I'm getting on board with these. I don't use these personally right now just because I'm old school. I use Excels and just reports and stuff like that, and everything's kind of dialed in with my products at this point right now, so it's really easy to manage. But yeah, if you have it already, like if you're already paying for Atomic or any PPC software, it sounds like they're getting better. People are using them, liking them. People inside my program are using them, liking them. Other coaches inside my program are using them, liking them. It seems like I'm kind of behind the trend there. Nothing really changes. It's another way to see the data. It's another way to check things. Same thing, like if you guys aren't checking profits, like come on guys, get on the Helium 10, check your profits. I got a 50% coupon code, a ton of things. If you guys have another software, I'm sure they have profit tracking. But if you're not tracking your profit every day, seeing on a daily level, then we have a problem. So make sure you guys are doing that. Spencer Given, registered trademark about 65 hours ago, but the serial number still won't work in brand registry enrollment. How long before USPTO updates to Amazon? I'm not sure. I've gotten back within 2 to 3 days is usually there. What is Amazon saying? That's really important, Spencer. Is like, are they saying this is not a valid pending trademark? Let me know. Send viable, Spencer, at Spencer, given it takes 3 to 4 days, wait for some time. I've gone through the same. Okay, 3 to 4 days. Thanks, send viable music. Char Thorndike, great name. Do I have to apply for my LLC before I sell on Amazon? No, you technically do not, but I suggest you do. Spencer, I'm waiting for inventory order to manufacture and ship out. Is there anything else I could do in the meantime? I'm waiting for my inventory order to manufacture and ship out. Is there anything I could do in the meantime? Yes, so get your listing ready, get your keywords ready, get your photos ready. As soon as that first one gets to the line, have DHL express it to your photographer. Get your freight forwarder set up. So if you need a freight forwarder that's going to ship your products over, get them connected with the manufacturer. Get your inspection company to the manufacturer as well. Get them connected. Have everything set up. So there's actually the 30 days it takes to get after you place your order is very important. Make sure everything's ready to go, ready to rock and roll. Because the worst thing you could possibly do, and I did this my first products too, is you get your product into Amazon and then you got to wait another 30 days because you didn't get your photos done. You're still writing your listing. You haven't done any keyword research. So PPC campaigns take a long time. Photos take 2 weeks, right? So we sent our first product to Amazon and then had it remote fulfilled to, or multi-channel fulfillment is the proper term, to the photographer. That took another 2 to 3 weeks. So we got our product in, we had to wait 30 days to get it in, and then we had to wait another 30 days because we weren't prepared. So in that 30 days you're waiting, get everything ready to go, get everything lined up, make sure you guys are good to go there. Let's see. Let's say Mohammed Ali Khan, how can we liquidate our not selling inventory? Hopefully you can just lower your price on Amazon, get some cost of goods back, but liquidating is rough. If you can go on Google and look at a bunch, sometimes Amazon will buy your products. So if you go to do a disposable order, they'll give you a prompt if they want your product and buy it from you. You can go check that out. But this is, it's tough because any other liquidation company, they give you pennies on the dollar and it's kind of an insult. So the best thing you could do maybe is lower your price, maybe to break even, so you're getting some cost of goods back, and just try to sell it as fast as possible. That's the most ideal situation. After that, maybe Amazon will take them off you, and then after that, you're looking at pennies on the dollars, and it's maybe you get them off, sell them on Etsy. It depends on the product too. So, Mark Franford, no, thank you very much. This is about electric bikes, right? Mark, I have no idea what you're talking about. So. No, this conversation is not about electric bikes. This is about Amazon FBA and selling on Amazon. So, cool guys. Any other questions for me here in the chat? Make sure you get those in. Let me see if there's anything else that I need to cover. I'll be gone, just letting you guys know, I'll be gone the next 2 weeks. I'm traveling, so I won't be doing these as well, but we'll still prompt the Q&A questions and we'll just backlog them all, and then I'll do one giant one for that. Also, guys, in the comments down below, let me know if there's any other subjects you want covered. Like maybe I do a live on product research. Maybe I do a live on something else. Maybe I do more set lives and things like that. So let me know if that's something that interests you. Or maybe you prefer, if I do a product research video, do you prefer me like scripting it out and doing it like the ways I've been doing it in my past videos? Or would you rather see me do it live? Let me know kind of if you like this live format, so you can kind of, so I kind of know I'm on the right track there. Spencer says, lol, Thanks, Cam. Super helpful. You are very welcome, Spencer. Cool, guys. Are you guys in my Facebook group by chance? Feel free to hop over there. I'm going to put that inside of the comment section. So I got a Facebook group where I actually go live here in about 20 minutes there as well. And it's a little bit shorter over there, but the Facebook group's good. I build a lot of like content and materials here. Let me share this my screen for you guys. Let's see where we at. Okay. So this is the Facebook group. It's going to look a little funky while I readjust things here. But I'll send this link to you guys. You can apply to get in here. So there's some questions before you hop in here. But I'm building out a lot of stuff in here. We obviously do Q&As as well. You can ask your questions as well. And then we, let me try to find it. We show some customer success stories, obviously too, some people doing well. And we do like lead magnets like this. So, I build these out and you can get copies of these just to help you out. Some people like written stuff. I like building written stuff. So this is kind of what we do in here. If you guys are interested, I know a lot of people don't like Facebook groups all that much sometimes. But it's just another way to get in touch with you guys. YouTube's a little weird, right? Because sometimes we can DM back and forth in the Facebook, where YouTube I can't do that for you guys. So let me grab the link for you guys, and you guys can take it from there. I will put that in the chat if I can find it. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Intuitive Tech Man, let me pin that message here too. Intuitive Tech Man, how can order a product from Alibaba supplier, and where do we keep them in US while Amazon waits and asks to send them? How can you order a product from Alibaba supplier, and where do you keep them? Just send them right to the Amazon warehouse. You don't need to put them in there. We can send them to your house. You can send them to a third-party warehouse, but I would just get an inspection and make sure you push them in there. Send available music. Don't ignore this, Cam. What am I ignoring? Let me know. If I'm ignoring anything I should be looking at. Spencer Given just requested, looking forward to it. Cool, Spencer. Yeah, it's kind of just another touch point, right? Just another place we can all hang out and things like that. So yeah, YouTube's always my main focus, but again, Facebook just has a little bit more benefits as in like talking to people more straightforward, right? Where YouTube, I'm kind of stuck with just chats and comments and stuff like that. All right. Cool. I will also put that stuff down below this video as well. And Jen Galley, can you see my comment? No, Jen, I can't see your comment. So I'm not sure what's going on there, Jen. But yeah, guys, get in. No Intuitive Tech Man, Facebook is barely still a thing. Answer this, please. You keep saying available music. I don't know, like there's nothing above what's going on. Maybe YouTube's blocking it. Maybe there's something in there that's getting blocked. But I can't see what the question is. Like there's nothing there. So I apologize for that one. Maybe put it in the comments down below once this is done. But cool, guys. I'm going to leave it at that one. I don't know. Yeah, you keep demanding. There's no question there, so I don't know what to tell you there, man. Sorry. But yeah. That's it, guys. Hope this was helpful for you. Get in the Facebook group if you guys want to go on the next live right after this at 1 p.m. Central. So that's in like 17 minutes. And you guys can hop in there and just get familiar with the group, things like that. If you're not in there right away, it's because we had to filter the questions. So the biggest thing with Facebook groups is they're barely still a thing, yes, but the biggest thing is they have a lot of spam, right? There's a lot of people in there like shilling services like freight forwarders and stuff like that. So our like interview questions are a little bit more tedious, and it takes a little bit longer to accept you in the group. So if you're not accepted right away, just hang tight. It'll happen in probably 24 hours or something like that. Just because we want to, like, it's a small group, right? So it's only, let's see up here. It's only about 405 members again, because we're just trying to keep spammers out and just make it like a more of a group where you're not just getting just trash, right? You guys have probably been in some Amazon FBA groups on Facebook that are just complete trash. Let's see. Yeah. So, all right, guys, take it easy. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys aren't subscribing already. Hit that subscribe button for me and stay tuned. So.